Hey, welcome everybody. Curtis Lucy here. I'm sitting here with Michael Durso. I'm in Fairfield, New Jersey at his house, and he's part of the Comma Club, which means that he's made $1,000 in a month in send-out cards. He's been consistent with that actually for a while. So we'll get right into this. I want you guys to hear his story, what he's doing, how he's doing it, and actually before I do, I want to actually just tell these guys how we met.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
that's a good part of it.
It was, the fall of 2009 or so now. It was a few years ago, and I shared send-out cards with my athletic trainer from college. I played Division I baseball at Sacred Heart University, and I showed him send-out cards, and he wanted to make some money with it. He then shared it with a kid on campus who was a president of the junior class, this kid named Matt. Matt signed up two of his roommates, who then signed up a linebacker on the football team. And then the linebacker on the football team signed up the backup quarterback, Ray. Ray signed up his roommate, Steve. And then Steve got me on the phone with a guy that used to go to Sacred Heart University, used to play football with them, now went to Monmouth. He actually had... What, you had pneumonia?
Mono.
Mono.
Yeah, mono at the time.
Mono, so you didn't sign up right away.
No.
And then we got on the phone, we signed you up.
April 11th.
April 11th.
2010.
2010.
Yep.
And then you obviously, what did you see in it? Why is it that you got started right away?
I guess the biggest thing was, Steve had sent me the videos, and I looked at them several times, and, like I said, I did a mono, and wasn't really doing much, and I saw something with it. I saw something in network marketing, and I'm being a kid in college, greeting cards. It didn't seem too appealing at the time, but I knew people that would eventually use it. And the one thing that I did think about was when I was in high school, my mother would always tell me to send thank you cards to people for holidays, birthdays, and I hated doing it. Absolutely hated doing it, and she would give me a box of cards. I would stick it under my bed. When she left the house, I would throw them out and tell her I sent the cards out. And that's what I did for years. And when I first took a look at the send-out cards opportunity, I started to think, maybe Mom wasn't wrong. Maybe cards are something you should be doing. And then it was about 2 weeks after I saw my initial video that I was out to dinner for my brother's birthday. And we were talking about some summer plans. And I was like, I really want to give send-out cards a shot. So it was April 11, 2010. Signed up after we had some dinner. You called me, and then we set up a meeting. And then from there, it was about 2 weeks after that we set that meeting up. And
that's awesome.
And
one of the things, there's two things to be successful in send-out cards. Number one is you got to be coachable, and number two, you got to be committed. I knew he's got the commitment part down. But the coachable part down, one of the things that I really liked, what happened was, you actually took my advice and you went and actually showed your parents how to send a card first, before you even talked to them about the opportunity, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And what did your dad have to say about it?
I mean, he loved the product immediately. So I saw that if there was value in the product, I knew that there was more value in the opportunity. So that got me excited.
Okay, cool. And then you got started. Obviously, you got a couple of people started fairly right away. Then you took a break for about a year almost.
Probably about 6 months.
6 months before you got back into it.
Yep.
What do you wish you got started?
I mean, like they say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I do wish I started more consistently right away. Like I said, I signed up my first three probably right after that first meeting, and then kind of took the summer off. Getting ready for senior year football, things like that. And then it was actually our entrepreneurship class where you came back in, and then we started staying connected. After that, it was probably November, December, January, and then March I had hit manager. April went on the trip to Orlando.
Went to Orlando, won the incentive trip, and he's been making money ever since. Yeah. But tell me this: I know you graduated college, you had some interviews lined up in New York City, and what was running through your head?
Well, it's a funny story because I graduated mid-year in January after my fifth semester, and the whole idea of being at a job at 7 a.m. and staying till 7 p.m., not including commute, just wasn't for me. You know, I didn't want to work for somebody to make somebody else rich or make somebody else live their dream life while I was kind of slaving away. You know, it just wasn't for me, and that's when I did go down to Orlando and just opened my eyes to a whole new way of making money, being able to work with who I want, when I want, and do the things that I want to do, not when somebody dictates when I have to do them. So,
you know, and extra money is obviously a really big deal. And right now, obviously football is a passion of yours.
Oh, yeah,
so
absolutely.
you love coaching football.
Yeah.
So, and then you work at the high school right
Yep,
now.
yep.
So you obviously have an income in.
Yep.
You make extra money every single month, and it's growing into more and more of a full-time income.
Yeah, covers a lot of payments that I have, which is really cool.
So you've only been really about a year into this.
About a year.
About a year,
Yeah.
really getting
About
into
12
it.
months.
So Michael, where do you see, number one, where do you see this company going? Like, why are you so excited about this? And then number two is, what could you tell some of the people that are out there in Team-Dynasty that want to get into the Comma Club, that want to make $1,000 a month minimum? I mean, because our goal is to make $1,000 a month. Then it's $1,000 a week, and then it's $1,000 a day.
Yes.
And then take it from where you want to go. So you're at the $1,000 a month. You're pushing for the $1,000 a week here pretty soon.
Yeah, I've actually had a couple months where I was right there, you know, up and down, which is really cool. But
A couple
you know,
of weeks, that is. A couple of weeks that you've had 1,000 plus in a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. But you know, the biggest thing where our company's going and why I'm so excited about this company is how unique our product is. Every company can use it, which is really cool. We're 1/5 of the market price. So you have a product that's more convenient and less expensive. There's some money to be made there.
True.
And I think any businessman can see that, or any young, hungry entrepreneur, you can see that there's a niche to take advantage of. My recommendation for anybody out there, plug into Curtis Lucy, but raise your hand and want to know more, want to learn, want to be educated. Don't quit on a bad day, because we all have them.
I like that one.
We all
Say that
have
again?
them.
What'd you say?
Don't quit on a bad day.
Okay.
You know, it's tough at times. It's not easy. You know, the path to success is always under construction, so they say. And you know, it's just exciting to stay committed. Biggest thing is commitment.
You know, and Michael doesn't make excuses. You know, he's always looking at the positive stuff, and that's what I love about him. That's why, you know, he's in this for the long term. And we're going to build a team of thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of distributors all over the world, along with you as well. And, you know, that's what I'm fired up about right there, is that one of the reasons why you're still in the game and that other people quit is that you don't make excuses. You find a way to make things happen.
Absolutely.
And I think we have a lot in common, is that, you know, neither one of us, I mean, we both obviously played Division I sports, so we've had to have some kind of talent. You don't play Division I football if you don't have some kind of skills. Myself, playing Division I baseball. However, neither one of us were highly recruited out of high school, but yet we outworked everybody. You know, there's so much stuff, so much to be said about working hard. And I just want to wrap up this interview with saying this, is that this kid doesn't make excuses, and that's why he's making things happen. And just remember, you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't do both.
Go.
All right.
Hi, Mom.
Cool.